Hello guys, in this video, you will learn rules about writing and reading Japanese words using hiragana. But first, let me introduce the writing system of Japanese language. Japanese language has two scripts, the hiragana script and the katakana script. Also, it has a kanji or Chinese characters. Each of these has its own usage. Hiragana is used for grammatical purposes. You will notice this when you start learning grammar patterns because the particles you will use are always written in hiragana. Hiragana also used to write Japanese words. It also used to write the furigana or the reading of the kanji. Hiragana is the basic Japanese phonetic script. It represents every sound in Japanese language. Therefore, you can theoretically write everything in hiragana. Just a tip, when you're practicing writing hiragana, you must pay attention to the proper stroking order and direction of strokes for every character. You must follow these stroking orders from the beginning to avoid habit of writing in improper order. If you are not familiar with this stroking order, you can watch my video how to read and write hiragana with proper stroking. Just click the link on the description below. These are some guidelines how to memorize the whole hiragana chart. Hiragana chart consists of 3 groups, group 1, 2, and 3. First, you have to master the group 1 of the chart, because when you're able to master all group 1 characters on how to write them, you will also able to write the group 2 and 3 of the chart easily, and the only thing you will do is to memorize their reading. Second, on the second group of the chart, you just have to take the ka, sa, ta, haro of the group 1 chart and add dakuten. Dakuten is 2 tiny lines similar to the double quotation mark. Take the haro one more time and add handakuten. Handakuten is like a tiny circle. And there you go, you have the group 2 of the chart. Third, for the third group of the chart, you just have to take all E lines of the group 1 and 2 chart except for E and Z, then add small ya, you, and yo on it. And just like that, you will able to write all group 3 characters. About the reading of this group, you just have to put the consonant sound of the characters and add the sound of ya, you, and yo, except for the shi, chi, and ji. You won't add ya, you, and yo sound on it. Instead, you will add a, u, and o sound. And that's it. You have a guide on how to master the whole chart. Sometimes, you will encounter a word that has a small tsu character inserted between 2 characters. So what does the small tsu means? Small tsu is used to make a double consonant sounds to a certain word. For example, kitte. Kitte means postage stamp. Gakko. Gakko means school. In the given example below, there is a small tsu inserted between the 2 characters of the word. Small tsu represent the consonant sound of the character it follows. So the small tsu on the first example represents T consonant sound because the character it follows is te and the consonant sound of te is T. On the second example, it represents K consonant sound because the character it follows is ko and the consonant sound of ko is K. Small tsu doesn't represent any specific consonant sound. It varies on what consonant sound has the character it follows. No, small tsu can only put between and before the word. You can't put it to the ending of a word because it has no reference on what sound it will represent. You can use small tsu to represent all consonant sounds except for N and M sound because you have a N character to use. An example of this is minna. Minna. that means everyone. Sangmai. Sangmai means 3 flat things. In this case, you will use n instead of small tsu. How about double vowels that has same sounds in hiragana? In this case, you will just simply prolong vowel sound of the given character. These are some examples. Obasang. Obasang means grandmother. Onisang. Onisang means elder brother. Kenshūsei. Kenshūsei means trainee. Onesang. Onesang means elder sister. Sensei. Sensei means teacher. Oki. Oki means big or large. Ohayo. Ohayo means good morning. As you can see, you won't say it character by character. You just have to prolong the vowel sound of the first character. When you say prolong, you will just extend the length of the pronunciation of the characters. And this is the thing that you must be careful when saying words that has same double vowel sounds, because this might lead to misunderstanding with you and the listener. Like for example, you want to say obasang, obasang, which means grandmother, and you just pronounce obasang, obasang. You didn't prolong the vowel sound of the character. So the meaning of the word you just said is auntie. It's not the word you are thinking you've said, so you have to be careful with this. You want to say koko, koko, which means high school, and you just pronounce koko, koko, which means here. So you have to be careful with this. There are also cases that the double vowel sound of E sounds characters is E instead of E, and O sound character has U instead of O. For example, gakse, gakse means student. Benkyo, benkyo means study. There was no specific rules about this. The only way is just you have to be familiar to the word. I hope this video helped you learning Japanese language.